Hi, I'm John Peters, and this is our first episode of Two River TV. Today we're going to head over to the Navesink River and meet with my friend Peter Hagberg to do a little fluke fishing. Then we'll come back to the outdoor kitchen and Peter will show us how to make a delicious fish sandwich. Support for this episode is provided by Technor Apex, maker of the Zero-G hose, the hose that takes the work out of yard work. And Coyote Outdoor Living. Learn how to move your kitchen outside at coyoteoutdoorliving.com.
So we're out on the Navesink today, first time fluke fishing of the year. The season opened up about a week ago and they should be in the river. All right, we see a lot of birds working in here, so before we go fluke fishing, we're gonna take a couple casts for bluefish. Just a little top water, a little pencil popper. It's an expensive one for bluefish, but we're gonna give it a go. There he is.
John?
Well, we saw all these birds working in here, and they're just picking on little bait. Maybe you got that on camera. I mean, it's fun to see them whacking like that. Check me on this, but I was always told bluefish are the only fish on the same eyesight out of water as in. When you come aboard, they look at you, and they're going to try to bite you, so you always have to be careful. That's why I don't like using treble hooks really on bluefish. A single hook on top water is the way to go. One more sped up. There he is. There he is. Oh, sped up. See? I called that one. Nice. That's good. Nice. Might be a little bigger. You see how fast they are? That's how you know. Bluefish just pound for pound. They don't get enough respect at all. And this size are good eating. Perfect example of why I don't like treble hooks. See, at this point, I'd actually like them to get off.
Nice. Good job.
I've done a lot of those in my day, and it's never pleasant when you got treble hooks. Same thing with bass. The little fish, they just flop around a lot more. And the water's still chilly, which does make a difference. They're feisty. These are not docile. When the water gets hot, the bluefish get kind of lazy and docile on the boat. All right, we're rigging up for fluke now. That was fun to catch the blues early. Maybe we'll keep one later in the day. They were a nice size. Those are actually good size to eat, but you don't want to keep them in your fish box all day. So we're gonna try to get some fluke here. I like it. I always set up first and see what the wind, because we're wind against tide here. So I want to see where we're gonna drift first before I really set up on our spots. We're just getting rigged up. So you have a bucktail with gulp, and then you have just a dropper with gulp. Probably the most productive bait ever created is gulp. It really is. We're drifting south, so we're going to fish off the north side of the boat, just bouncing along here. That's why you net them. You fell off in the net.
So that off in the net?
Yeah, that hit the bucktail. That should be a keeper. 18 inches. 19 inches. Keeper.
Nice.
First keeper of the year. Now look at the color of that.
Now we're keeping them, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Always go white side up when you're taking a picture of a fluke. And always hold them out towards the camera so they look a little bigger. We had to go in there for about 15 minutes. The time was right and the wind was right. Now it's blowing about 20 miles an hour.
Once the wind picked up, the fish basically stopped biting, so we decided to call it a day and head back in.
First thing we're going to do is going to make a remoulade sauce. Remoulade is typically mayo and mustard with kind of a Creole kick to it. And I always add lemon rind. It adds a nice freshness to it. This is Dijon mustard. You can use spicy Creole mustard if you have it. These are salted capers. You can rinse them, but we're going to use the salt that's on here as the salt for the sauce. So I'm just going to take a knife and chop up the capers. Put that in there. I had some chives in my garden, so I just picked some of those. Just a little bit of that. Then I'm going to cut the lemon, and we'll squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. So I always go through my fingers so no seeds get in. And the final thing is, this is a kind of an Old Bay takeoff. They call this bay spice powder. So that's going to give it a nice kick to the sauce. This is going to be our tartar sauce for the bun. So I really like it, and I think it's a little different than your standard tartar sauce. Just mix that up. And I like seasoning the egg with whatever you want to put in. If it's just salt, that's fine. I'm going to use a little bit of that Creole seasoning. And then we're just going to take, just all-purpose flour. You could add a little seasoning to that if you want to, but that stuff is pretty spicy, so we're just going to keep it as is. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the flour, then into the egg, then into the panko or the breadcrumb. And you don't have to be perfect on this. This first layer will add another level of texture and crunch to it. So you see how nice these fillets are. This was about a 2.5 pound Fluke. Yeah, so these are summer flounder, depending where you are. South New Jersey, they call them flounder. If you want to, for everybody to know what you're talking about, call it a summer flounder or a Fluke.
Come over here, Mike. This sauce is really good. The fish is cooked perfect.
Yeah.
Nice crisp to it.
Fish is good.
Wow.
Good though. The avocado is nice in there. Grilled radish.
How do we finish the show off? Want to say anything? You should say it. You're the cook.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
So that's it. That's the Fluke we caught. I actually made 3 sandwiches. I thought it was perfect. I mean, you can do this obviously inside. We were outside, so we used the grill to fry it, but it's pretty awesome.
Delicious. You like it, Michael?
It's really good.
Done. You need this other one.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show. I know we had a great time. It's always good to get out on the river. If you want to make this recipe, definitely check out our website at tworivertv.com. There'll be a full recipe on the post. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other cool things to do and see in the area. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.